Cinderella.
There was once a young boy
It was a young boy
named Matteo
named Mateo
who dreamed of becoming a
who dreamed of becoming a
great baseball player.
great baseball player.
He lived with his mother and
He lived with his mother
father in a
and father in a
small town in Mexico.
small town in Mexico.
His father taught Matteo
His father taught Mateo
play baseball.
to play baseball.
Matteo hoped to be a star pitcher one day.
Mateo hoped to be a star pitcher one day.
One day, Matteo's father died.
One day, Mateo's father died.
His death left Matteo and
Mateo and
his mother poor
poor
and alone. When Matteo's mother married a rich man, Matteo was overjoyed.
Mateo was overjoyed.
He did not know she'd done it for
He did not know the promise
his sake.
for his sake.
Matteo's stepfather had
Mateo's stepfather
twins,
had twins,
a boy and a girl.
a boy and a girl.
Matteo was happy to have new
Mateo was happy to have
siblings, but the twins were spoiled, mean,
but has spoiled
and greedy.
mean and greedy.
They didn't like Matteo.
They didn't like Mateo.
Matteo asked if they wanted to
Mateo asked if they want to
play baseball.
play baseball.
We would never play
We will never play baseball.
baseball with a runt like you,
Wrong like you,
the girl said.
the girl said.
Actually, we'll never play with
Actually, we'll never play with
you at all,
at all,
added the boy.
added the boy.
They made Matteo
They made Mateo
do all the chores.
do all the chores.
Look at him work
Look at him
while we play,
while we play,
said the boy,
said the boy.
just like Cinderella,
The Cinderella,
added the girl.
added the girl.
I know, the boy cried.
I know the boy cried.
Let's call him Cinderella.
Let's call him Cinderella.
Oh. So the twins teased and bullied
So twins teased and bullied
Matteo.
Mateo.
One day, exciting
When the exciting
news spread through
news spread through
town.
town,
The coach of the National Little
a coach of the National
League team was coming.
The king was coming.
He was holding tryouts,
He was holding tryouts.
looking for the most talented players.
Looking at most talented players.
Matteo was thrilled.
Mateo was thrilled.
The girl laughed at him.
The girl laughed at him.
You can't try out.
You can try out.
You don't even have a uniform.
You don't even have a uniform.
Father, please tell him
Father, please tell him
it would be silly,
it would be silly,
said the boy.
said the boy.
Their father agreed,
The father agreed,
and he wouldn't allow
and he wouldn't allow
Matteo to try out.
Mateo to try out.
He wouldn't allow
He wouldn't allow
Matteo's
Mateo's
mom to argue.
mom to argue.
The next day,
The next day,
Matteo was watching the
Mateo was watching
others practice
other practice
when he heard someone calling his name.
when he heard someone was calling his name.
It was his mother.
It was his mother.
Why don't you play?
Why don't you play?
She asked.
Yes,
You know why,
you know why.
he answered.
He answered.
Besides, I
Besides, I
don't have a uniform.
don't have a uniform.
She reached into her shopping
She reached into her shopping bag
bag, handed him a package,
and then had a package
and smiled.
and smiled.
Now you do,
Now you do,
she said.
she said.
No one will recognize you,
Now you recognize you.
she added.
She added.
But you must change out of
So you must change out
your
of
uniform
your uniform
before coming home.
before coming home.
Matteo's expression
Matteo's expression
transformed.
transformed.
Where Where did you get these?
Where did you get this?
He asked.
Yes,
His mother winked.
his mother weeks.
Just call me your
Just call me your
fairy godmother,
godmother,
she said.
she said.
Disguised in his new
Got in his new
uniform, Matteo ran onto the
Material at her
field.
field.
The coach told Matteo to
Tomato to
try pitching,
try pitching.
and he struck out every batter.
3 batters.
What a pitcher!
What a picture.
The coach cried.
The coach cried.
Later that day,
Later that day,
Matteo pitched a perfect
Mateo played a perfect
game. Everyone was happy
Everyone was happy
and hopeful.
and hopeful.
With such a good pitcher,
With such a good pitcher,
surely their team
surely their team
could win the Little League World Series. The minute the game ended,
The minute it ended,
Matteo changed out of his uniform.
Mateo changed in his uniform.
He ran home with it,
He ran home at it,
but lost one shoe
lost one shoe
along the way.
along the way.
The next day,
The next day,
the coach went through the town.
the coach went through it down.
He had every player
He had every
try
player
on the shoe.
try on the shoes.
Finally,
Finally,
the coach arrived at
the coach arrived at
Mateo's house.
house.
The twins almost knocked
Between
each other over in
over and
a rush to try on the shoe.
lost to try on the shoe.
No matter how hard they
No matter how that is,
wriggled their toes and
wriggle and toast
pushed, it was still
and push. It was still
too small.
too small.
Then the coach spotted Matteo.
And coach spilled Mateo.
Come here, my boy,
Come here, my boy,
and try on this shoe,
and try on the shoes.
the coach said.
The coach said.
The twins laughed loudly,
Pushing that loudly,
but the shoe slipped on
but the shoe stood on
perfectly.
perfectly.
I found you,
I found you,
cried the coach,
cried the coach.
and I found us
And I
a
found
new home across town,
a new home across
Down.
town.
said his mother,
Said his mother,
lifting a suitcase.
lifting a suitcase.
Come on, Matteo.
Come on, Mateo.
She waved to the coach.
She went to the coach.
See you at practice.
See you at practice.